Hey traders, welcome to episode 551 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it, man. All right, Bitcoin. Did a static video, right? So we discussed like ideas and things that could be happening, what's going on right now. Currently, we are bouncing off the 200 moving average, right? That last 4-hour candle we had, we actually ran up and closed above it, and now we're beginning to bullishly engulf. And we're holding on to positive momentum, it seems like, for now. And I mean, it's the exact same low as your previous low, right? Low, same low. And look at the positive MOMO. Or excuse me, look at the relative strength index. Alright, this low. Now we have the same low, higher levels relative strength for now. So you are kind of bullishly and diverging, bullish divergence, class B a little bit, with the bullish engulfing candle bouncing off the 200 moving average for the second time now, right? First time, second time, still below the 20 and the 50 moving average. All right, so even if this manifested into a run to the upside, that's fine. I mean, you go all the way up to 8,300 and you're still going to be in the little downtrend, because we got anchor point 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and kind of 5 total, all the touch points of this downsloping trend line, the teal parallel channel you see, right? So the idea would be like eventually you'd sell off more and you'd start getting negative momentum, and then you could get some bullish divergence. And you're always looking for coinciding variables. I don't care like whether it happens or not, whatever, but like that's what you're looking for when you're trying to like trade something. Like Bitcoin, just because it's like the one to coin to rule them all, doesn't mean like there's always an opportunity, like a good, awesome opportunity to trade it like at any particular time, right? So I mean, I'm always going to be looking for Bitcoin to be developing bullish divergence on a 4-hour or daily time scale, right? I'm always looking for that, and we're not really getting it. I mean, unless you want to talk about this kind of weird divergence that's, is that considered a peak? Is that a swing high, to make it discernible, two different lows? So, it seems decent. So again, we could rally here, sure. And we know falling below the 200 moving average and staying below it's very bad, and we haven't done that yet. We have not done that one time. Okay. So another idea we have, go to the other screen, is really the channel, right? The upsloping channel, 1 and 2 and 3 on the top and 1 on the bottom, and now really 2 and 3 on the bottom. As you can see where this channel is, we're still holding it, man, and kind of diverging on the RSI. That's about it, holding on to positive MOMO. Okay, so you're just at these critical levels, man. You don't really want to be falling lower, but we understand we always could. You fall out of these channels, whatever. Let's see, I've got to, let me get it pulled up for you. Hold on. Is it Bitstamp? Yeah, it's Bitstamp. Look at this, man. Look how crazy this channel is. Dude, seriously. Right here. Okay, you got like 1 on the bottom, 2 on the bottom, like you got the wick on the bottom, you got 1 on the top, that's it. Okay, so you could imagine we're like right at it, man. Whichever way you want to look at it, you are at kind of at critical areas of support across the board, no matter what idea you're looking at. Okay. So yeah, stay above 77 or stay above 7,400 and you'll be fine. You'll be completely fine. You'll never have to run down to 7,000 or 7,200. That PCZ 88.6% retrace from the previous low. All right, so stay above it, man. You're doing okay now, Bitcoin. That's it. Sorry, chat. I went live early. I got stuff I got to handle after a stream today. So yeah, that's why, man. Just got to I'm doing things. All right, which is good. It's real good. Went out last night, dude. Oh my god, this experience I had last night. It's really the past 2 days that I've just I can't believe how the universe really works, man. All right, I went to so like I don't have my green egg because I just got my deck redone. Like I got a brand new deck, and so like I'm waiting on them to stain it, and so I can't use my grill. It's in my garage or in my basement, and then I can't use my oven to cook because it's pulled out. It's like in the middle of my kitchen. I'm waiting on the new one to arrive to get installed. So I have to like do takeout a lot. Okay, and so I went and got takeout last night, got a beer at a pub very close to me, and then some guy walks up that I played football with in high school, and we went talking, man, and caught up, and then it was like last night I wanted to go eat and see Sean Watson, who's a member of this community who found me via the live stream. He's like a co-owner and manager downtown, a really nice restaurant. I went there, and dude, he's a really, really cool guy. Incredible food and alcohol. I invited the friend from 2 nights ago to come with me. He did, and then find out that the owner's son is like, they were roommates in college together. And so then we like, it was just incredible. It's like, how does this even happen? Okay. And so then we go to a bar, and then, yeah, the night goes on. So I had a really good time. So if you care anything about me and my mental health, like, be happy that last night happened. It was really, really good for me. Okay. So anyway, hey man, whatever. I stream like 7 days a week. So welcome to my life. All right. I think y'all know that by now. But on every exchange right now, you're trying to bullish on the Gulf. You're trying to bounce off the 200 moving average, which is good. The other idea that I have that was in the video, right, was this one. Yes, this was the idea. Okay, and it may never happen, right? It's just an idea, just a thought. It makes sense though, because you've got that discernible swing low to high. You retraced 50%, you ran up 76%, you sold off about 78.6% of the way. That's really where we're pivoting right now, is a 78.6% retrace. We'll see if it's some sort of fib extension too. I mean, we could plot it, we don't have to. 161, yeah, look at the 1618 fib extension from B to C. That's where we have, like, we've been pivoting, we've been bouncing off the 1618 fib extension. Okay. So that's really what's happening. Yeah, it's like a 1618 and a near a 78% retrace. Let's see. Crap, man, I'm trying to get it like perfect. Can't do it. All right, so 7/8. Look, you touched it like perfectly, pretty much, man. There it is, from your low to high, 78% retrace. Okay, so that's not typically the PCZ for this pattern because of the retrace being 50%. This would make sense if we had a Gartley, right? If we had a 62% retrace, then you would say 78% retrace, but that's just not the case. So, like, you're trying to follow the rules here and wait for the 886. And so we're just not quite there yet. So, like, you know, what I'm talking about is good thing I found out a way to make these PNG like perfectly. I don't know if I have the examples. Let me try to pull them up. But I guess, you know what, I don't really need to pull them up. Let me just like go to the big screen. You know what, let's go to the big screen real quick. Okay, so big screen. All right, so like there's, you know, I was talking to HMLSS, a patron, about this too, and it's like, you know, I was like, why did you choose that as your PCZ? Because he actually on XLM, look, there's something very similar on XLM. I guess we can look at in a minute, but he chose a 78% retrace PCZ, and it's like, why? Because we had a 50% retrace. So when you've got yourself a bat, a potential bat pattern, you know, your first run doesn't matter, right? X day doesn't matter, but then you want to retrace between the 38% retrace, whatever, 38%, 38.2 to 50% and no more. You don't want to go further than a 50% retrace for your bat. And then you want to rally on up between a 38% retrace to a 62% retrace. No, 88.6% retrace. So you can go as high as this right here for your bat. Well, thanks for the super chat. Thanks, man. Dang, I can't get it like perfect. So something like right there, 88.6. Okay, and then you'd sell off, and you'd sell off to the 88.6% retrace. That's your bat. Okay, and then you've got, and then right here from B to C, from your low to high anchor point to get your fib extensions, it's okay. It's acceptable between a 1.6 or sorry, a 161.8% retrace and a 261.8% retrace. Okay, so this is completely fine for this pattern. All right, so that's your bat. And what's the difference between the bat and the Gartley? There's not too much of a difference. Let me just make sure I've got, I don't want to like post the wrong thing. Let me just give me a sec, man. Sorry, I'm kind of dragging, dude. All right, please forgive me. Forgive me, man. Holy crap. I'm like winded doing charts. So, okay, all right. So, I mean, again, not much of a difference here. So it's very easy how one could be confused. X to A doesn't really matter, right? You can go as high or low as you want. When you retrace, it has to be 62%. This is the signature. This is one of the signatures of the Gartley, the bullish Gartley compared to the bullish bat. 618 retrace versus a 382 to 50% on the bat, right? Then you'd rally, and you'd rally between just same thing as the bat, 38% to 88.6%. Whatever, trying to get it like perfect. I don't think I can. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, man. There, it's whatever. 88.6. Okay, so then you retrace 78% of the way, not 88.6% of the way. One fib node difference. Okay, one fib node could be different here and here, here and here. These are what give you different discernibility between the two patterns. All right. Oh my god, Bolsa. Oh my god, I can't even type, dude. I'm dead. Okay, so does everyone understand now? I want to put that to bed, that there's just differences in the two, even though they're extremely, I mean, they're all like, means to an end, but dude, like when you retrace certain amounts, it can affect how deep you retrace on the D leg. Okay, so, and that's about it, man. Okay, chat, can I get some feedback from you? I haven't engaged at all, I'm sorry, but we're just doing things. Dude, why should I talk about what's happening in Litecoin? See, it's like, what do you dude, there's like valuable education being done right now for free, and you're like worrying about Litecoin. Wow. That's why we can't have nice things, man. People don't care about investing in themselves. People care about, other things. Okay, man. All right. So, let's go to, let me see here. That'll be a fun clip. Bradford, can you timestamp that? Lula Crypto Man? Brian? Okay, and so Ethereum, what is it? So like none of my stuff's saved just because you remember like last night all my stuff was like randomly or yesterday in the day stream, like my browsers were just closing out for no reason. I had no idea why. So like nothing's saved, none of my stuff. So yeah, it's been a struggle with that.
Could we say that the drop from 6K to 3,1K was due to the hash war, which was an unjustified fear? So getting back to 3K is way less probable.
Jean-Francois, so if you say yeah, you don't really ever know. Okay, so like you trying to justify it with that is not going to really help you. It can give you it can help you sleep better at night, Jean-Francois, but dude, there's no real like no way of really knowing, so it's best not to think about it. It's best to just take this one day at a time. You're making higher highs, higher lows, as long as wherever we decide to sell off and rally to the upside again, as long as we're making higher lows than the previous lows from before us, we're fine. But we must also understand that anything's possible in these markets, and we know from the low point to high point we have very deep areas we could retrace to, and they would only be common retrace levels, right? Remember, low to high, you're looking between the 38% retrace and the 62% 62% retrace and 38% retrace. We haven't done that yet. We've only hit the 23% retrace. We're bouncing really right around it. 76.56 is the 23% retrace. The 382 is pretty much 6,800. The 50% retrace is $6,100, and the 62% retrace is $5,400. Okay, so those are the common retrace levels. If we decided this was the end of the run of this rally, and we were to now correct, so people could accumulate at areas of value, because there's not really much value up here for some with big money. Not really. Okay, these are just not like good levels of value for like much longer positions. But just because you tripled up, man, you pretty much tripled up from the bottom to top at this point. So look, I think us staying above these areas, like staying above 7,400, staying above 6,800, extremely important. So staying above those, like think about it. If we hit the 38% retrace eventually, and we hit this old overhead resistance and use it as support, and then we rally again, that's great, man. There's nothing wrong with that in the long term. That's good for the trend, because you had a 38% sale in big money minusing value at a 30% retrace from a bullish impulse on Bitcoin. Okay, and this pattern right here, believe it or not, is extremely large. This is about the same size as our bullish Gartley that ushered in the entire run, man. Okay, this was it. This pattern ushered it all in. So maybe we'll be fortunate enough to see the 886. Maybe we can get in and be kings on targets. All right. So you asked. Thank you, Jean-Francois. Okay. Nicholas DePina, thank you for the $2 super chat that I missed. He said, thank you for being consistent, brother. Well, thank you for watching consistently, Nicholas, man. Can't do it without you or anyone else in here, okay? Y'all are incredible. This is the best freaking crypto community that exists on the planet, man, by far, okay? Y'all are it. Y'all are number one. So let me try to get to, I guess, some chat, just because, like, we've been going hard in this stream anyway. Sorry, there's a lot of chat. Dang, man. There's no way I'm getting through all this. Sorry, man. Also, Gordeski, Mr. Delfino, Deepism, Elverdoko. Yeah, keep spamming. Keep spamming that crap, dude. Okay? What's up, Julia? Mike Smith, Mr. Nakamoto. Hey, Danny. Marco Rivera, hi. What's up, Aaron M? Thank you, man. Yeah, like one broke to the upside. Yes, it did. Thank you, Yusef, man. Appreciate that, dude. Okay. Okay, thank you, Zajo. Is it possible this was a bull trap from 3K? A bull trap? I mean, like, what do you mean? No. No, this was not a bull trap. How could that even be a thing? Like, how is it a bull trap when we rallied and tripled in value? No. Like, no, bull traps don't last from December 16th to May 30th, dude. They just don't. That's not a bull trap, no. It was just a huge rally and a retrace because we dumped and lost over half our value in 5 weeks. You corrected, but then FOMO probably set in after you corrected. More and more people were getting in on the bus, man. All right, and then we started breaking overhead resistance levels like nothing, and then we eventually hit one and couldn't sustain prices above it for very long, and now we're selling off. Potentially setting up for maybe higher prices again with this pretty freaking large pattern. Potential pattern. All right. Either way, it's a bullish pattern. Yeah. So, but thank you though for the contribution, man. Not trying to be weird. Very nice. Very nice. Dude, it's so weird now. Like the TradingView fixed it, but like now it like it doesn't show like the tool when you have it selected. It shows like you don't have anything selected. It's so weird, man. Good God, I swear TradingView is something broken like every day. So weird. Yeah, I mean like XRPM. You're talking about, yeah, you broke out. You did have a breakout. Like despite anything, it was right. Despite any pattern, it was. Which I don't really think it was a triangle or anything. I think it was just like maybe some sort of descending broadening wedge or whatever. Very easy to get targets here for this kind of pattern. Whatever. Your first target is going to be the 100% retrace, right? Your first target's really the measure move of this pattern, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much 6,005 or 6,000 or 59.58. Are you kidding me? 59.58. Let's go, probes.
What do you think about Crypto Leary saying that TA is useless because it can only tell us what happened, and not what can/will happen due to the whale manipulation in the market?
Do I just need to give you the link, man? Do I just give you the TradingView link to this Gartley that played out, that called the actual bottom? Tell Crypto Eerie that just because she doesn't understand it doesn't mean that it doesn't work, man. It's mass psychology. It's buyers and sellers. It's why do we see ascending triangles? I mean, my God, man. Be knocking TA. All right, well, let's just do crypto philosophy like her or any other Moonboy channel, okay? I mean, I'm done hearing this crap, man. Like, oh yeah, it doesn't work because it's about probabilities, not certainties, okay? I mean, is this fake? Was this fake? I'm just wondering, man. Like, did we not talk about the psychology before it happened? What happens is there's a sell wall because it's the psychology of buyers and sellers. An institution thinks it's a fair price to offload their position, but then you're accumulating. And then what happens is, before this even happened, we said eventually this sell wall will get bought up and there will be no more supply at this price, and there will only be supply at much higher prices. And look what happened. Measure move hit within a few days, man. Okay, so is it fake? Is it really fake, dude? Because this, to me, is a textbook ascending triangle, which is technical analysis, okay? So, going, dude. So I don't really care. Yeah, I guess we'll just do crypto philosophy from now on, since TA's fake, man. Okay, I guess they do a better job of predicting markets than we do, I guess, right? Okay, man. Good God. Unbelievable, dude. Anyway, dude. Funny, though. Hey, you know what? Whatever she does is fake, too. So, there you go. Way more fake than what I do. All right. What's up, Demetrios? SJ, you don't know how I do it? It used to not be a big deal until, like, people, like, found me, right? Like, when we had our core down here, when all these people had quit and, like, gave up on the market and stuff, we're still here. We're still, like, looking at this market, trading this market, you know, while everyone else has quit, all right? And so now everyone's back. All the plebs and peasants are back in the market because of the price action. They're not back because they give a crap about technical analysis. They don't give a crap about crypto. They care about their own money and their own portfolio. That's all they care about. Okay? So welcome back. Love to hear everyone's opinions now, you know, since you're back and you weren't on the ride with us all the way up from January. Okay. Yeah, let's go get a Ouija board, dude. All right, dude. Yeah, bearish divergence is fake, right? Bearish divergence is fake. Rising wedges are fake. Bearish engulfing candles are fake. Yes. Okay. What's up, Zachary, man? This is for Zachary.
Bruh.
What's up, Austin Stroop? Hello, Presto. Kava Crypto. Hello. Ryan Schneider, you might just be cherry picking when you watch me, dude, because that's not true at all. I always sound pissed and condescending. See, that's like ridiculous for you to say that, man. Okay, anyway. So you said 3K to 8K was Tether printing pump. Thoughts? I don't really care. I don't really care what the reason was. Okay. Like, that's it, man. All right. And again, like, no one really knows. So, yeah, have fun philosophizing that. All right. Crypto philosophy. I love it, dude. This was the reason and the only reason. It didn't have to do with technical analysis or the psychology of buyers and sellers. Okay. It didn't have anything to do with us losing, again, over half our value in a 5-week period. No, had nothing to do with that. Had everything to do with magic and weird stuff, right? Okay, dude. Okay, so wait, I was like at, oh, yeah, sorry, dude. We were looking at XRPM before those, the contributions started coming in. And they started coming in like 3 or 4 at a time, so I got lost. I got sidetracked. Okay, so, descending broadening wedge stuff, really it's just bump and run stuff, right? Where you have 3 touch points, 3 anchor points on your one trend line, okay? And you broke it, and when that happens, that's just a momentum shift. And so when your momentum shifts, normally the first target, really for reward to risk to even make sense, is your minimum target's going to be the top. All right, so 6,000 will be the top. And if we broke the 6,000 mark, high to low, that's really good news, first off, if we did that. But your second target for the trade would be 63.18. Okay, so from a breakout, first target, second target. Okay, that's how one plays these bump and run situations. They're pretty simple, bread and butter things, trade setups, okay? So that's it. Okay, so that's XRPM 19 on BitMEX, okay? That was cool, man. Thanks for the 670 people tuned in right now. If you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks, SJ. Hey, MK, man. What's up, dude? Oh, look. Give me a sec. Let's see here. Do we have it set up right now? Hold on. Yeah, this didn't save either. Yeah, man. It's been a madhouse since yesterday. All my browsers just being ridiculous. Oh, I got this, man. I'll make it happen. Does anyone else notice that, though? I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to try to, anyway, show you. Alright, MK, you're talking about, oops, the NASDAQ composite, which we're looking at again, right? So remember the descending broadening wedge? Hey, man. Hey. Kind of breaking out, aren't you? Okay, man. We'll make this perfect touch points. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you like broke out today, MK, with a bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour to end the day. So the day ended very strong on a breakout. Nice, man. Crap, hold on. There you go. All right, so daily, yeah, looks like you've kind of broken a downsloping resistance, which is good news. You fell below the 200-day only to get back above it, right? Look what happened, MK, on the 200-day moving average. We broke it, and then we back tested it, and then today we actually bullishly engulfed. So it's like a break, hook, and go back above the 200-day moving average. Very interesting, right? Very cool. Still tons of negative MO. I mean, I guess we've now finally gone back to neutral, or right around it. So, I mean, you were diverging. You know, you were making lower lows with lower levels negative Momo, but that's not really a different histogram hump, right? You normally want to go to neutral, get in the green, and then go back down and then make lower levels instead of just it being part of the same, you know, swathe of histogram wicks, okay? So there was no divergence. RSI was convergence, but slightly, right? It was just like a lower low with lower levels relative strength and got oversold. First, I mean, that's the first time we were oversold since Christmas Eve, before the crazy rally began. All right, but since we hit it, we bounced off it like crazy. Okay, so there you go, dude. Thanks, Alex S. I'm glad that's happening, dude. Kangs. Oh, thank you, CandyTube. Appreciate the love, man. Hey, Captain Happy, man. You mean trading activity within the harmonic? I don't understand. To my wicks and candle closes and stuff? understand.
Mitch, what time frame do you use when you first start analyzing a coin?
A coin, probably just the daily, sometimes the weekly, depending on if there's enough data. Most of the time it doesn't even make sense to do weeklies in this market because there's just not even close to enough historical data. All right, but if I go to the stock market, right, like a just traditional asset, you start out on the weekly, you can go to the monthly. You start on the weekly, zoom out all the way, see how the trend is. Are we making higher highs, higher lows? Okay, are we in an uptrend, a downtrend, a no trend? Figure that out first, and then you zoom in from there, and then you go to the daily. Oh, and of course, when you're on the weekly and the monthly, you're looking for divergence. You start zoomed out, really zoomed out, okay, to size up the chart, to find out the trend you're in, because that has a big role. Like if you're in a historical uptrend forever, for 20 years, that's a good sign. That's a really good thing. So you start zooming in on faster time scales to start seeing like what kind of trend we are in the short term, because you can be in a long-term uptrend and then be in a really long-term uptrend and then be like in a mid-term downtrend, but then like within the downtrend you're in an uptrend. Okay, so you can have like different trends within trends. All right, so starting zoomed out and then zoom in from there, and then you go, I mean, up to the 60-minute, maybe 4-hour really. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully that helps. Live free. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Kings, man. Thank you, Luke King. Thank you, Leah Lane. You've learned a lot watching. Well, stick around, okay? What's up, Mr. Katia? Good to see you again, man. As always. Yes, Trendception, Michael Roberts, Trendception. Yeah, Captain Happy. Gold, I mean, of course, right? We know that. Gold Connect, man. You kidding me? Gold work. Here you go, man. High to low. You've nearly hit 100% retrace. Let's go, golds. What's happening with gold, man? Momo shift, multiple Momo shifts, or different forms of momentum shifts. One being a down sloping resistance broken, and the other being accumulation for years now. Higher lows. Made another higher low right here. Impulse up, consolidated down sloping, hit a 38% retrace, I believe, from your low to high, and then guess what? Formed a wedge too, and then broke out and exploded the upside, man. We know. This is a potential complex slanted inverse head and shoulders pattern. Okay, that's been in the mix. It's been working June 2013 all the way to now, right? You break this slanted neckline, it could be an extremely nice route to the upside. Okay, there's no resistance on gold until 1524. If you could ever break this down sloping resistance right here that we're very close to. Okay.
Why XRP don't have to be a stable coin for its use case? Do the money will be in XRP only during the transfer, less a second, from US dollar to pound sterling by example, so no time to vary in price?
Dude, I don't know, man. Jean-Francois, about that. No idea, man. I like Ripple and like what they do, like their project, but I've always been weirded out about the fact of like, is me owning XRP, me actually investing in XRP and Garlinghouse and Schwartz and all them, like, and what they're doing every day, like they're like constantly coming up with partnerships and all that. Is it like, I don't really know, dude. Okay, and if you don't know, man, and like every time I try to gain clarity on it, I get like so many different answers. So like it's almost like no one really knows, and no one can give me like clear enough information. And it's like, you know, you have pro advocates for XRP or Ripple that will say yes, and then like many other people will say no, it's just a utility token, and it's worthless, right? It's like what they use to transfer, right? The XRP, the banks use the XRP token, the same thing that you have in your wallet or whatever, right? So I don't know, man. Okay, but I really do like what they're doing. And I know people hate that because it's like the antithesis of what Bitcoin stands for. But either way, man, you want to fight it, or I mean, it's coming, dude. Centralization, right? And people then I can't even talk about Ripple or XRP without talking about, is it centralized, decentralized? Well, whatever it is, half the people hate XRP because they think it's centralized, and so I get that, man. All right. Yeah, sure thing, M-Stone. Election cycle gonna weigh on the U.S. markets like it always does. Yeah, dude. Certainly. Coming up next year, dude. What's up, GXRP, man? What, Ma? What is that? M-A-H? I don't know what that means. You think it's utility token? Yeah, dude. I mean, it is. But see, like, yeah, it's decentralized, but then other people say it is centralized. And it's like, see, that's what I'm talking about. So, like, I don't even, like, want to, like, I can't even deal with it anymore. Because it's, like, been this broken record forever, right? It's decentralized. No, it's centralized. No, it's decentralized. It's like, okay, whatever, dude. I don't really care anymore, all right? It's like, it's easy enough just holding some of it, and I don't really care what happens. Like, you know, I don't touch crypto tips, so it's just there. If it goes to 0, whatever. If it goes to 1 billion, I win, okay? So, and in the meantime, we look for trade setups, right, across the markets, not just crypto, unless you're into that thing, just crypto. Yeah, wealth gainers, of course, man. It's not, but that's the problem, dude. It's like when people realize the power of XRP, it will be too late for them. But the thing is, Dropwiz, it's like the power of XRP, the power of Ripple, right? The people involved with Ripple making it what it is. Are you investing in them when you own XRP? That's the big question, man. Okay. So again, Bitcoin is bullishly engulfing with about 2 hours left on this daily time scale. I went live a little early because I got things to do after stream. So, yeah, man. Yeah, and let's go to Litecoin real quick. Sorry, I forgot about that. Sorry. Alright, here's Litecoin, dudes. Beautiful, beautiful uptrend with the anchor points 1 and 2 on the top and 3 on the bottom, 4 on the bottom, right? I mean, it's just beautiful, dude. 75 resistance, heartline resistance, 25 resistance is beautiful. Alright. Well, you got 75 resistance there, heartline resistance, 25 support, heartline resistance, heartline support before bouncing again, heartline support, right? Dude, it's like beautiful, beautiful uptrend, right? Litecoin, can't argue with that, man. All right, so guess what, man? You know what ushered in this entire run? An inverse head and shoulders pattern. What? TA's fake? Okay, sure thing, dude. The lowest low, extreme amounts of bullish divergence. We ran up, created a neckline, 2 collars, sold off, right shoulder, huge rally, dumped right to the neckline again, went sideways, and then you were gone. It ushered it the entire run in, dude. Okay? So beautiful, dude. Hey, man. Very, very nice. Hey, we talked about yesterday the bullish divergence, low on price, lower low on price, lower levels of negative momentum. So yeah, again, nothing saved. I mean, I'm like just screwed on that. Nothing I can do. All right, so 4-hour bullish divergence. Hey, it looks like, hey, saved your life, right? It did it, man. Don't really know where we. Looks like we just hit this May 26th low and bounced from there. Very nice. We also talked about the downsloping channel going on, so we're still inside of that right now. It's beautiful though. It's like 1 and 2 on top, 1 on the bottom, and look how we touched it, bullishly haramied, and we're just going sideways and just busted the upside. This is what we kind of thought maybe Bitcoin was going to do yesterday, but it really hasn't yet. Okay, what we're doing is we're running up, hitting the 50 moving average, and no higher, not yet. Actually rejecting it just a little bit, you know, regarding it as a resistance for now. Okay, that's it, dude. That's Litecoin. Yes, up 5% today. Very good. Yep. Very cool. It's a really huge question. Well, yeah, all the questions I'm asking about are pretty huge when it comes to XRP/Ripple. Okay. Wow. There go all my browsers again, man. I'm about to be done. I'm like seriously about to be done, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore. With whatever this is going on with Chrome right now, I can't do it. I swear they come up with updates and stuff, and then just all my browsers disappear. So every amount of work I do, every time this happens, it gets lost. So I can't even like update my charts anymore because I keep losing all my data in the middle of streams every single time now. Like straight up. Wow. And this is like, dude, this is so new. This started happening yesterday. I've never seen this. Never happened before in my entire life. Never seen anything like this. Good God, dude. Unbelievable, man. Go figure, though, right? So crazy, dude. Yeah, I will be getting Brave, dude. I mean, there's like, my hand's being forced here, dude. Yes, it's only a browser issue. Like, why? Like, I don't, like, do you realize I don't, like, go to links here? I literally don't even check my mail here, unless it's my personal for things for what I'm doing, like graphics and stuff. Okay, so, no, I'm not getting hacked. I have a great antivirus software. It's nothing about that. It's just, there's some sort of change they had that is now screwing everything up. I don't know. So, same thing with TradingView. Like, they'll have an update and everything is ruined. I don't know. God, such a freaking joke, man. Every time I do a chart, I have to like redo it now. Alex, definitely not low RAM, man. You realize I have 48 gigs of RAM, right? 3200 megahertz or whatever. Try removing and reseating RAM.
Hey Mitch, do you want to hit the stock market and have a look at XP on the one day? My friend is invested in thinking about pulling out. What do you think?
Well, until we zoom out, right? Overall, it's an extremely bullish trend, right? Let's go to the weekly. I mean, this is oh my God, man. Wow. Look at that weekly. Look at the volume just completely receding. I don't know, man. I mean, like, it's inherently extremely bullish, right? Thank you, dude, for the 11 euros, dude. It's like the stock market, isn't it? No, it's not. I mean, it's like double topped up here. So, we do know there's not much real, like, looking left support. I mean, let's try to make sense of what happened. It's like you were an uptrend, and then a lot of volatility. It's like you're going sideways now. I think you probably, whatever you did, you broke out or something. Actually, man, dang, it was almost like a harmonic, wasn't it? Like X, A, B, C, D. It's like 102.72 fib extension. Was it, man? If so, no, it was at 113%. That could have been another pattern itself. So really, right now, you're in an uptrend, right? You're historically, I mean, probably for a long time it'd be fine, but yeah, it's not. It's like, look, sell, like, it's correcting right now, and you've retraced so far from your previous low from December 21st or whatever to your high. You hit the golden retrace, and you bounce to the upside. This is where you normally reverse your price action, right? The golden zone, 69.69. Wow, really?
Oh, it feels so good!
It was the retrace. You had like you had bullish divergence on the daily at the golden retrace, so you bounced. But that doesn't mean that you're done with a correction. This looks like the rest of the market, kind of, right? It's like, see, like that right there, man. It's like, I don't think you've broken out. Right? I think that's the anchor points you use. It's like, yep, descending broadening wedge like the rest of the stock market, man. So it's just kind of following the market. Okay, yep, showing positive Momo. But look what's happening when you're hitting the 200-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. You're just rejecting them. So look at your moving average start beginning to like turn to the downside. Not really good. Okay, so this thing, it seems like, is extremely. I think it has a high beta, right? Meaning, like, if it looks just like the stock market does, that means like it's very sensitive to market, to the market's price action. Like we're talking like major indices and stuff. All right, so it's just doing that, man. And it all depends on if the stock market wants to keep rallying, this thing's probably going to keep rallying too. I mean, think about it, man. This thing did exactly what the stock market did. It actually did a little bit better, right? So, I mean, this was like pretty much your all-time highs, okay, and then you dumped, and then you rallied the whole time the stock market was rallying, and then you hit your top same time stock market, and then you've since dumped, and now you're contained with the parameters of descending broadening wedge. Look, the thing to know is like if you break $74, that's really good. If you run up, you could test that and fail and sell off again to make lower lows. Okay, so yeah, some divergence. The positive Momo has just begun. It could keep running, but it's kind of stalling right there, and it's very dependent on the stock market, the macro. So before you look at EXPD, look at the major indices, okay? Because it's going to do exactly what they do. Just like altcoins are going to do what Bitcoin does, okay? Thanks, dude. Man. Are we cool? Dude? That's so stupid, man. Like, seriously, the freaking browser, man, doing that doesn't make sense. I will eventually use a different browser. I want to find out if there's like issues for it. Okay, so you're talking about XRP again? Okay. Let me just go to maybe the saved. I can't remember if I saved it or not. Nice. It's saved at least, man. And look, man, think about it. Like, you sell off to the 88.6% retrace. Look what could happen, dude. You sell off to it. You create the collar of the neckline of a potential head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Right? You run down, you hit the entry, and you rally on up. First target, second target. Maybe you never hit the third target. You create a huge head and shoulders pattern. Something to think about, right? Not that crazy. Not that crazy. But for now, yeah, you're bullishly engulfing at the 200 moving average. Great, man. I already have a Brave browser, I just don't use it, Eddie. Thanks, Adrian, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks. I think Zcash, JT, has a limited supply. Now, I'm not saying, like, go Zcash, man, but you said what crypto has a limited supply and which increase can. Oh, I don't know if it can increase supply. I don't think Bitcoin could increase supply. What you talking about, dude? I just know like Bitcoin and I think Dash have like the same finite amount of supply or something. And I don't really use Elliott Wave much, Mr. Good Life, dude. Probably should. Hey, I got a new book. It's downstairs still, but it's a Wyckoff book. No, was that what it was? Introverts United, Mississippi, man. Thanks, dude. No, I've said 1,000 times I don't live in Chicago, dude. Okay. Safari browser? Dude. I mean, nah, dude. Probably not going to use that. Probably just going to use Brave. I mean, I think they have like a... night mode's a big deal to me. Like, I have to have night mode. And it's like, it has to be like comparable to Chrome's where it's not just the... I don't know. It's like everything has to be like dark. Okay. Yeah, I mean like Encyclopedia chart patterns, but I think you want to get Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. We recommend it all the time, right? It's like one you like if you're getting started, that's the book you want to read. You can read an audiobook or listen to an audiobook for free on the internet, I believe. So Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. Take a shot. All right, take a look at it. Okay. And Evolution of a Trader by Bulkowski is good too. Okay, man. Man, I'm like drained, dude. Last night killed me. But it's good though. It's a good thing. Believe me. Like, despite anything that's going on with XRP, like on the chart, it's okay, man. Like, it's still okay, man. Like, you got the downsloping channel just like Bitcoin has. But look, you're making a higher low than your previous lows, which is good news, man. Just keep making higher lows. That keeps showing that we have accumulation. Even if you broke the upsloping support, it still can be okay, man. All right. Channel-wise, just like Bitcoin, I think. Yeah, it's like perfect. Just like Bitcoin now. Okay. So what happened from the previous low to high? You hit a 78% retrace and rallied to the upside. That is where we bounced, man. We had a little bit of bullish divergence, so the fact that we burned to the upside was not that surprising. It just haven't gone very far, right? Remember this before everything crashed? God. Didn't see. So BNB descending broadening wedge, yes. If it went down to the bottom trend line from here, would it be a partial rise? Oh, you mean a partial decline, right? Not rise. Let's see. Nah, not really, man. No, it's starting to get weird. Starting to just like not touch either side. But not no. I'll talk about partial rises and declines soon. Okay. Yeah, and like the criteria of it. All right, but anyway, so just kind of downsloping now. Well, it almost looks like X, A, B, C, D, right? Same kind of pattern developing, right? This isn't gonna save anyway. Look, man, from your low point to high point, you retraced. Oh, goodness gracious, man. Oh, I can't even believe it, man. So it was like a 64%, close to 62% retrace. Yep, 88, you're fine there. And this, since it was a deep retrace, like 61 to 64%, 786 was the PCZ, right? That was where it was supposed to bounce. Okay, so it did it well, and that's why we look at the difference between the BAT and the Gartley, because like it makes sense now why we bounced, right? Versus something with a 50% or 38% retrace from X to A, right? It would have a deeper retrace inherently. Okay. A fish hook. Okay, that's not really good. That's what is that? It's a scallop, man. That's an ascending scallop. And ascending scallops are bearish. All right, so you run up, and normally bearish scallops would run up maybe 7% of the way, according to Bulkowski, on traditional markets, and then they would dump to the downside again. But I mean, if you think about it, like the way this pattern is, you've already hit close to the 50% retrace, 38%. So first target anyway is hit. Okay. Thanks, Michael, for the 99 cents. Appreciate it. Goodness gracious, man. Sorry, dude. I'm like, it's been rough, man. Dude, it's like with all the newer people in the community, man. Dude, there's just like so much more hate, dude. It's like, it gets really stressful. Like, I don't know. I've never really been stressed streaming. I just, like, lately I've kind of been getting stressed because of all the hate. It's nuts, dude. It's just like, you try to just ignore it, and you do, for the most part, most of the time. It's just like, dude, oh my God. Like, so what's wrong with people? Like, why are people being like this? Like, and so I'm just trying to defend myself. Like, I'm not being mean to people, like, unless you give me a reason. But it's like, there's just no point in even doing it anymore. Just even responding, just ignore it all. But like, it's weird because I think in the times where we call people out, like, I think there's a lot of education that happens. Like, and that's why I actually still do it somewhat. Because it's like, people can learn things. when there's people like that. Okay. What's up, Marty Griffin? 2 weeks new. Well, welcome, man. Glad you're a part of the community, dude. Spirit snipes. Yeah, they're sniping my spirit, I guess. Yeah. Seriously. No, Mr. Blonde, we do, man. We certainly do. But it's just like, it keeps coming, man. What is it that the guy of Rohan said? He's like, how can any man survive so much death or something? Whatever. So much hate and death. I can't remember the quote. Someone, the king of Rohan. Alright, so you're talking about BNB to USDT. Alright. So you're like, is this a partial rise? I think you were saying if we ran down one more time, would it be a partial decline? So the best way we look at partial declines, not rises, that's going to be the other way around, right? So first off, with your patterns, talking about descending, broadening wedges, man. Bukowski likes 3 touch points, okay? Like, triangles, you can get away with 2 on each side. He likes 3, man. So if you can get 3 touch points. So 1 and 2. We're at like this, okay? So it's just like 1, 2, 3 touches on the top, 1 on 2 on the bottom. And that's fine, but like normally you want 3, but I think we actually have 3 on BNB on both sides, I think. So you're good on BNB's descending broadening wedge, right? But what'll happen is, if you can hit the top and then you sell off again, you make a lower low, you'll probably like make like divergence or something at this point on the selling, especially if you're in an uptrend. And after you hit the top trend line, you're looking to sell off, okay? And when you sell off, you're looking for a partial decline, okay? So that's like when you fail to hit this bottom trend line again after you already have multiple times and the pattern's already established, okay? So when you eventually rally to the upside, that is your partial decline right there. Partial decline. And so and it's stated, you know, with Bulkowski, if you can ever rally from this partial decline and run back up and touch the top trend line again, you have an extremely high chance of breaking out to the upside. But something that is not a partial decline, and what people get confused by it, I guess, and I can understand why. It took me a minute to wrap my head around it, okay? So it's like when you rally up and you sell off, whatever, you make the pattern again, okay, but then you like do this, you rally up and you don't touch the top again, right? You don't do it. You actually just get close but don't do it, and then you sell off again, and then you turn back around. This is not a partial decline, because remember, the rule is on the partial decline. Oh my god, dude, what? The rule is on the partial decline, you must hit the top trend line first before selling off and then creating it. When you rally and do not touch the top again, it is not a partial decline, okay? Does that help on discerning the difference between the partial decline? And then, of course, partial rise, exact same thing, right? You must hit the bottom first of the pattern before rallying and failing to hit the top again. You can't fail to hit the bottom and then rally again and then get a partial rise. It's not it. It's not how it works. So please understand that there is an actual criteria to what a partial rise or decline is. Okay, chat? Are we cool? Okay, we're cool. I think. We did it, man. We freaking did it, dude. Excellent, man. Glad it helps. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Appreciate it, man. Sub growth has kind of like died. I mean, I took one night off and YouTube's like, well, you're not going to grow anymore. You're screwed. Oh, man. Sub Archie, Miss Archie. Welcome to the stream. Where did I cover Ethereum? It was relatively early in the stream. I know we went a little bit deeper on Bitcoin today, so like I think it was right after Bitcoin, maybe. Okay. Yeah, you can't partial decline into a partial rise. Exactly. I guess that's kind of the way you would put it, right? So the criteria is then to have a defined amount of touch points, the up and downside trend lines. Yeah, I mean, you want to have 3 touch points on both sides. Those are like your strongest descending, ascending, broadening wedges. But you don't. You can do 5, and it still might be valid, still good. But the real thing is, man, you need to touch the top or bottom before you give yourself a partial rise or decline. Okay. I don't really do news, KG, unless something nuts happens. Okay, so. Kirk says, when you came here, I had 6,000 subs. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm just saying, like, the past, like, 24 hours, I have gained, I think, maybe 8 subs, 10 subs, which is like, what happened? I guess that was it, man. That was it, dude. So, Mr. Mucci, welcome, man. Yeah, I had Litecoin, and then my freaking browser all closed out, dude. It's so annoying. Well, Litecoin, man, yeah, it's doing well, dude. 108.23. We looked at it earlier. It's you know, up about 4.5% right now. Still in the downtrend though, right? Still in that downtrend. As you can see, anchor point 1 and 2 on the top, and then 3 and 4 on the bottom. It's like perfect, right? Downtrend. So you're in an uptrend, but in the meantime, right now, you're in a downtrend within the uptrend. Does that make sense? And more mid-term uptrend and a short-term little downtrend. You had bullish divergence, and that is a good reason why we probably pop to the upside. Divergence is real, man, especially in an uptrend. Seriously. What's up, 777 Athletic? When you found me, I had 2K subs. Yeah, man. Well, I've had to rebuild a channel like 4 times, so it's just like, you know. Kevin Navi was here under 1K subs. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, saying, like, you can only say you were with me when I had less than 1,000 subs, when it was like back when I was at Hyped on Crypto, right? That's like the real less than 1,000 subs. I mean, me starting my own channel with less than 1,000 subs, I mean, that's not really the same thing. Because think about it, people like followed from one channel to the next, so. Such a beautiful uptrend, though, man. This is like the sexiest channel in crypto right now, I think, for Litecoin. God. Yeah, Terry. Yeah, man, probably. Oh, yeah, full-time content creator, yes. And on the side, I swing trade. Just like I swing traded on the side before I started doing this, okay? So I've never claimed to be a full-time trader, okay? Never claimed to be a professional trader. So guess what, man? Can't hold that against me. Blaze K1, thank you, man, for
Great work,
the
bro.
sub
Now
last
can I
week.
hear the brew button?
Well, of course.
Bruh.
We'll actually do the good one, too. There you go, dude. What's up, Horace, man? Welcome, dude. Good to see you. Eric Coffeen, you followed me. You followed me from the beginning, man. Coffeen, man. You and Eric. Well, you're Eric Coffeen, but you got Chris, too. So both of y'all did. What's up? It's your boy Huss, man. Good to see you again, dude. Spam Connect? Oh yeah, dude. I don't get it, man. I think it's just like they probably spam like people with like, you know, 500 plus viewers on all the YouTube channels. I think that's what's happening. So HOC Connect, definitely. HOC Connect. Hey, Roll Tide Shane. Certainly, Captain Abby. Certainly. Oh god, I freaking love Litecoin. It's such an awesome channel. Chart art, dude. That's like one you could just print out and frame it, put on your wall, and be like, this is a beautiful uptrend of 2019. Oh yeah, man, yeah. Hey, look at this, man. Sweet. This one's saved too. This is the one I've had set up for a while now. Okay, man, this is beautiful. You're asking about Link, man? Dude, look. We like... Alright, first things first, from our low point to high point, we sold off 62% of the way. What is that? That's the golden retrace from your low point to high point. That is it, man. The reciprocal of the golden mean ratio. It's the bottom of the golden zone where you commonly retrace. Hit it, had bullish divergence right there, and had a very, very nice break to the upside. But where do we go? We ran up, we hit the top of the down-sloping channel, and look what happened. False breakout, and then you have a shooting star reversal pattern. Big shooting star reversal pattern. Or you call it a huge mega bearish pin bar. Either way, man. So like shooting stars are normally like you open higher, but like we're in crypto, so they just open at the same spot. So whatever. Either way, it's a bearish reversal pattern, and after that, big sell off, and now you're just kind of bouncing, and you're still inside the channel. But look how beautiful this downtrend is. All right, huge, beautiful rally up, down sloping consolidation. You've had a wonderful rally, but you had a false breakout, man. This is breakout buyers get absolutely destroyed, man. Okay, it's beautiful. So there you go, man. There's your link. You happy, man? Look what we did. Respect to the TA, but TA is fake, man. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It literally didn't happen, right? Is there a way to like report those people who are like spamming the porn stuff? I mean, crazy, dude. Like, think about it. I mean, like, how that's their advertising, man. Think about there are people out there that like they do it for a living or something. I don't get it, man. It's like what do you think is gonna come from it, dude? Spamming porn on YouTube channels. Yep, there you go. C. Vanderpool, man. Link for you and others. All right. Kangsman. BTC Grizzly, ETH or ADA. Could see it some move. Possibly. Zobber. Might be a RAM problem. It's about PC issues. It's not about RAM size. It's about RAM stability. Okay. Yeah, I need to hit up my IT guy. But the thing is, man, like, if my IT guy was going to be able to help me with figuring out the logs for crashes, he would have already done it. So I don't know, man. I'll get it figured out at some point, man. I'm trying to make it, man. No one RS nerd. No one is, dude. It's just ridiculous. Well, thank you. Oh, that's Cooler, man. Thank you, Cooler, in patron chat for the words about the pings about what might be happening with the PC, man. What's up, Halving Show? Good to see you, man. You can report their comments, Don. Well, y'all go ahead. I guess if you have a wrench, go ahead and report them like hardcore, like that person right there. Just everyone report them. So it's just so like they have to create a new account. Sakia, the slower the time scale, the more significant the patterns are going to be, right? So you go to faster time scales, they're going to be less significant and they're going to be less reliable and they may not play out. Okay, so you look at the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, because institutions and banks and trading desks look at it, the 4 hour and the daily and the weekly, okay? Sometimes 60 minute, but no bank, institution, trading desk ever goes below the 30 minute. Or excuse me, the 60 minute. And sometimes you look at the 30 minute just to see confirmation touches on support resistances, right? To really see, like, dang, dude, that's a lot of rejection right there. Sure thing, Eric O'Connell, man. I love it, man. Been doing it 16 months. The stream stuff, okay? That's right, Bradford, man. Yeah, like, so you were asking Zaber about ADA, and so it might not be, like, it might just not be turning into a real double bottom anymore. I don't really know this price action. Either way, dude, just keep making higher lows, and you'll be alright, but, you know, you're holding on for now, and, you've broken the downside resistance, you're making the higher lows. Alright, now you need to start marching on up and breaking to higher highs, like you have to soon. Otherwise, you're just screwed and you're going to sell off again, okay? Because, like, dude, the good news is, right, where we have pivoted, it actually is a higher low than the previous low. That's always a good sign, alright? So, let's try to reverse our price action to the upside and maybe break this double bottom resistance and then run to the upside, make a measure move at least, right? Let's go. That's your ADA, man. Okay, Zauber, man. Hey, what's up, Rachel Rhodes? Good to see you. Uncle, you say get a real job instead of Bitcoin. Sorry, dude. What constitutes real? I guarantee you, Uncle, I help way more people every day than you do. Okay, every single day, man. 7 days a week. See, I don't have weekends like you did. And so that means I work harder than you. I work harder at this, what I do here, than you do at your real job, Uncle. Okay. Like, I think VeChain looks very, very similar to ADA to BTC. The VeChain to BTC pair. Okay. Hey, give me a sec. Let's try to look at that. Let me see if I got it. About to have to get out of here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, very, very similar stuff, right? Keep this in your mind, right here. And now we're going to switch over. And you see, right, VeChain doing things.
VeChain doing things.
All right, double bottom stuff. Not its potential. It's not a real double bottom yet. You have to break above 110 and hold above it. Sustain prices above 110 to be a confirmed double bottom. So all we have now is just a breakout of a descending broadening wedge. All right, all we've done is rallied on up and touched resistance looking left, right? There was one support, it's now resistance. You're pulling back from your high point to low point. You've already hit a 23% retrace. You exceeded it. So this is pretty much a valid swing low, high to low. So if you're just to make common retrace levels, it's going to be between 110 and 128. If you ever broke the double bottom, if it actually became a valid double bottom, the measure move of that pattern is all the way up at 137 sats. Okay? Yes, live every day, Mr. Good Life. Every single day, man. For 16 months. There you go, Sublime Degree. That was for you, man. You asked about VeChain. Your wish is my command. I know, right, MSR? It's like ridiculous. It's true. So many haters. Like, and they've just come in droves. Like with Bitcoin, Bitcoin's price action brought them all. It's insane, dude. What's up to the German friends out there, everyone in Germany? Guten Tag, right? Guten Tag, man. Okay. Yes, I guess Real Job Connect. I think that's what we're talking about. Real Job Connect. Okay, here we go. Canatoma says Mitch works a fake job with fake computer in a fake house. He pays with fake money. He gets from fake tips and pays fake taxes to fake government in a fake country in a fake simulation. Kangs.
Bruh.
I mean, that actually warrants this.
Is that a joint?
Canatomo, man, that was deep, dude. Very deep. Good news on VeChain. Did not change the TA. What was the good news, man? What was it? Let us know, Sublime, about VeChain doing things positively in the news, but not doing anything. Well, I mean, maybe it was a lead up. Like, maybe we broke out because that news, maybe, like, insiders had it, and that's, you know, whatever, dude. Partial decline on screen? Yes. No. It's actually not. Okay, it's not, because we didn't hit the top trend line. Look, Well, I mean, the thing is, normally when you sell off, that's like a partial decline, kind of, right? But harder to say here, man. Normally what I would have loved to have seen is us rally here and then sell off, and then it'd have been like confirmed, no question about it, partial decline. So,
Hey Mitch. Thanks for the hard work. Greetings from Costa Rica.
dude, so man, thank you for the $5 worth of Bitcoin coming in from Costa Rica. Thank you, man. We appreciate that. One of my best friend's dad is from Costa Rica, dude. Thank you, man. Gangs. And then Dave K. Look over that. Thank you, David, man. Really appreciate that, dude. Hey, Hugo. Thank you, man. We're all bots, dude. All of us. Every single one of us, man. Oh my god, Zachary, man. Don't do it, dude. Okay, y'all. I've got to actually get out of here. Got to do some stuff. So let me do a rundown real quick. Okay. Seriously, thank all of you for watching today. It's been a good stream, despite like me being like really like out of it, just because I actually had a rebirth of my social life. Oh my god, man, it's good. It's a good thing. It's good for my mental health. All right, so just feeling it today. So David, man, thank you, David K. So good at Anonymous, thank you, man. Eddie Fisher, Adrian A, Jean-Francois, Nicholas D. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I thought there was more. I don't know. I felt like we had like a... I don't know. And thank you, Sal, for the $5 worth of Bitcoin. Appreciate y'all today. Means a lot. Y'all are amazing. Okay. Though sometimes I come off as condescending and mean and all that. Guess what, man? This is what we call a real stream. This is not like a fake stream where we have fake personalities. I'm gonna be myself, and like if I'm not happy or something, I'm not gonna like fake it. Okay, you're gonna get real here, so be prepared for that. I should have a disclaimer. It's real. Okay, so that's it. And I know that's why a lot of you like me, and that's why you've stuck around for so long. So it's just we're growing rapidly, daily, and we're just getting a lot more people out there that just don't know me, right? But a lot of you know me very well. So what's up, Solomon? Thank you, man, for the sub. So I'll be back tonight. It's patron night. Pre-game, 9:30, or sorry, 10:30 Eastern. So I'll see you patrons then. Till next time, respect the TA.
Is that a join?
Enjoy your personal life. Unplug.
Bryce's Red Ball Blocker. Thanks so much, man. Gangs.
Bruh.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
I like turtles.
My name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.